Some may say, was it because of the gin and the juice the reason why he became the shiznit? Some may also say, Lardy and Dardy both like to party, and we all know it's no fun if the homies can't have none. So I just say, I don't know what any of that meant. I just know he is the dog father. Welcome everybody. This is The B.A.R.S. What's good? What's cracking? What's everybody saying? It's your boy Tubby, and welcome back to The B.A.R.S, the best album review show. I'll be talking about all the albums, all the music, and all the musicians that have inspired me on my musical journey, and maybe, just maybe, it could inspire one of you. And today, we got hip hop history from the West, y'all. Let's get this. So, boom. This album right here changed the game for good. Up until today, the influence of this era of hip hop is absolutely second to none. Up until today, it has changed the sound. It has given hip hop another string to its bow. So many different flavors, and now the sound has become distinctive in a certain part of America, which is the West, because this sound was definitely pushed to the forefront by this individual, and most definitely I would say one of the forefathers and the founders of that West Coast sound. Oh my days. He's gotta be the hit maker of hip hop, king of longevity, the god of classics. This guy has gone on for decades within hip hop and does not stop making absolute smashes that live forever, that you can play at your wedding, funeral, birthday, bar mitzvah, prom, everywhere, bro. You can play everywhere. And so this album is the debut of this incredible artist, this icon of hip hop, this legend, and genuinely one of the dopest products and manifestations to come out of hip hop, blood. And this album, the debut, is absolutely insane. So if you don't know who this is, this might be a long bar show, because it's none other than the Snoopdogg Doggy Style. What an album. So boom, it's the early 90s. New York is shelling off the place. Obviously, it is the birthplace of hip hop. New York is shelling down. 2-2s now. A group out of the West pops up and starts murking. You already know who that is. The NWA starts murking. They break up, and then this light-voiced, super West Coast, swagadocious flavor comes up out of nowhere. The year is 1993. Dr. Dre has jumped on a production, and he's used the greatest samples of some of the greatest, most classic songs and created a distinctive sound for the West Coast. Some called it G-Funk, some just called it that funk, whatever. I call it G-Funk. And yo, the distinctive sound of just straight gangster, low riding, weed smoking, trail blazing, sunsets, roof down. Just one hand, that's all you can see. That's what you see in my car, that's all you can see. That's it. Jerry Curl dripping, Raiders hat wearing, afro popping. Aye fam, the flavors and the swag was impeccable, bro. So Dr. Dre's on production. We all know what he's capable of. And then boom, a hit called Gin and Juice comes out that changes the world, changes the planet, with the storytelling, with the straight West Coast vibes, the West Coast slang, the light voice, the flow is just immaculate, and then the production is just giving you them sun rays. Them sun rays, fam. Oh my days. Bro, I wanted to be from the West Coast. I wanted to be from Cali. Yeah, when man heard this, bro. So in 1993, this album came out, Doggy Style. It's the debut album of Snoop Doggy Dogg. If you don't know already, y'all should know. He was signed to Death Row Records, of course, which was ran by the infamous Mr. Suge Knight, one of the scariest dudes on the planet, bruv, that man has ever seen. You get me? At the time, you already know he was signed to him. Big man, the big boss, Mr. Tupac Shakur, aka Mr. Machiavelli. He was signed. He was actually signed to Death Row at this time, and these two were the combinations. These two were the guys that were gonna take Death Row to a whole different plateau. This album was completely produced by Dr. Dre, executive produced by Suge Knight, of course. And bro, the combination and the chemistry in the music is absolutely second to none. I don't think it's gonna be very hard. I don't know if you know, but it's gonna be very, very difficult to find a combo like Dre and Snoop. I know what you're gonna say. Dre and M, I know. And maybe M and 50, I know. But listen, the combination of Dre and Snoop, that chemistry there is just next level, fam. The originality, the organicness, and the authenticity, bruv. I've got to get an authenticity and organic number bar here, fam, because I say this way too much. But I can't stress it anymore. There's no other words to express this, man. It's just so pure and honest, and you could tell these men are really homies, fam. Like, everything is sick. The vibes is next level, bruv. You get me? So this was Snoop Doggy Dogg's debut album, SNOOP, the D-O-double-G, the Snoop D-O-double-Jizzle, the Dog Father, whatever you want to call it. This was the debut album. This was the album that was going to actually change hip-hop for good, which it did. It broke so many records, and yeah, crazy album. The Pamphlet, fam. Now, this has got to be probably the sickest pamphlet, yeah, I've ever seen in any album when it comes to hip hop. I've always said this, yeah, the artwork has lived forever, fam. Like, as a product, it's been on shirts for ages. It's from the beginning of time. He's used this branding to his utmost levels, fam. Like, his branding is so sick. Snoop has always been sick with this, fam. But this pamphlet is next level. Alright, let's get into it. So boom. You see the artwork at the front, the infamous artwork. This artwork is absolutely hip-hop, world-renowned, infamous, prolific, major. Now, what was so amazing about this artwork? Now, of course, you've got the story at the front, the dogs at the top. You know, the main dog chasing some tail. But as you open it up, this story, yeah, is actually a whole comic strip of like the story of Snoop Doggy Dogg and the name of the album and what the album represents. All of it is within this comic strip, and I just think it is absolutely sick. The artwork is so bad. It's literally depicting a day in the life of Snoop in Long Beach when he was a young buck, bro. Like, you know, from being at home to linking two gal and then getting chased by feds, and something happened to the man them, so then they got to ride out, and then they get, bro, it's just mad, bro. The whole thing is depicted in this whole thing, like in this artwork, and it's so dope. Like, you would never, like, I have not seen comic book work or anything anything like this. Or anything like this in any album, especially hip-hop albums, in forever, man. And he was like the innovator, the visionary to do something like this first, which is, it's just sick. It's amazing. And on the back, you got a young SNOOP. Look at this guy, bro. Sick. Some of the sickest artwork ever, man. And if you look down here, the comic's called A Day in the Life of Snoop Doggy Dogg featuring Rat-a-tat-tat, the Feds. The one thing about Snoop that is crazy that people don't really take into consideration is, yeah, he's gone through like 3 decades. He's gone through 3 decades, fam. And within them 3 decades of him being in the game, he has consistently dropped absolute smashes. Like, on every album that he's brought out, he has made hits that go #1, that go #1 worldwide, that go like quadruple platinum outrageously. He's a genius when it comes to hip hop, man. Whether you like him or not, his swag is absolutely cold. His swag's crazy. This guy can rap on anything. His freestyle skills are absolutely second to none. Bro, my man's got the Just Eat flipping advert popping off, bro. You know the one bit? My man glad with my fried rice, That's that bit, bro. And throughout his career, he's maintained his Snoop Doggy Dogg credibility, in my perspective. Everything he's done, even the pop tunes, even the ones he done with Katie Price. Katie Price. Even the tune he done with Katy Perry, fam. The man's looking like a bag of pick a mix. Shelled it. Man, lock off the tune, bro. Man, shut down the tune. Whether you like him or not, bro, Snoop knows how to do this thing. Do you get me? Guy's got hits galore. His delivery is absolutely incredible. I remember, like, Snoop came up with artists that had to truly be artists. You had to be completely individual. You had to have a distinctive sound. You could not sound or be like anybody else. And he came up amongst the sickest era, fam. The sickest era of hip hop. Like, he was amongst the greats. And up until now, he's still amongst the greats. That's why nobody can't chat to Snoop, fam. Like, you can't, like, whether you like him or not. You gotta show man the respect, fam. From his debut album in 1993 all the way to his last album, I Thank Myself. Bruv, like, the guy knows how to do this, bruv. He knows how to do this. Man's making reggae albums, a gospel album. You could tell this guy's such a well-rounded and all-round musician, fam. Like, you can't hate on the skills, fam. And he's always been that guy. Do you know what I mean? And, bruv, everybody wished they had an uncle like Snoop in their family, bruv. I wish Snoop was my uncle, fam. He's such a G, blood. He's such a G, fam. Standout tracks on this album. Standout tracks. Of course, a song that will live forever. That will be played in 100 years to come. All on Mars and Jupiter, fam. Gin and Juice, fam. Crazy. Crazy. Lardy Dardy. Crazy. Crazy. Murder Was the Case. Amazing song. He was going through mad trial and tribulations at this point, and this song really depicts some deeper stuff. And this actually kicked off so many conspiracy theorists, so many people that had their doubts about hip hop and stuff, about him selling his soul to the devil, and the whole music video is like that as well. So that was crazy as well. Doggy Dog World. It's a doggy dog world. Massive tune. Who Am I, aka What's My Name? Snoop Doggy Dog. Again, live forever. Song will just live and live forever. And Snoop has hundreds of these songs that will just be played forever, anywhere. It could be played at a massive rave, 20,000 people, but it also could be played in an elevator, fam, and you're still gonna be like, oh, snap, this tune's hard still. That's Snoop all over, bro. Also as well, like, can we not forget, like, this whole album, he's done it on, you're listening to the biggest balls in the mall. The biggest balls in the mall. Oh, what's it called? If you're licking nuts, double your balls. Everybody's got to, I'm double your balls. This whole thing's a radio station, some of the names. That song, T-Nuts, Man said, make sure you listen in at 8 o'clock for Easy Dick at the Jack-Off Hour. I said, what, bro? Easy who? At what hour? Nah. This guy was crazy, bro. My #1 pick on this album, my number one pick. Listen, this was that. See this tune here? Yeah, this was the tune that made me realize that nah, Snoop Dogg was a rapper's rapper, fam. And people might want to deny it and say what they want to say, but Snoop in his prime, yeah, there was nobody rapping like him. He had a distinctive original sound. Snoop can only be Snoop, and no one could rap or sound or try to imitate Snoop. So therefore, for me, he had a delivery and style that was second to none, that nobody can argue with. Nobody would ever be able to sound like this guy or pull off the swag like this guy. He's just too slick, fire and flames with it, fam. And the way he rides this tune is just mad. And apparently, he done it off top with some old school raps that he tried to regurgitate and rebubble in his head. And he done it one time in the booth, yeah. And for me, it's just one of the coldest, sickest, smoothest, swaggiest Snoop tunes and songs, period. My number one pick on this album most definitely is The Shiznit.
7.4 on your FM dial. You're tuned into the biggest boss of them all, DJ Saw T-Nuts. My homeboy Easy Dick and the Jack Off Hour. That's happening at 12 o'clock tonight. Right now, we got some new Snoop Dogg. This one is called The Shiznit. You about to go downtown, bitch, right here on the station that plays only platinum hits. That's 187.4 on your FM dial. If you're licking, that's W-Balls.
Everybody's got to hear the shit on W-Balls, W-Balls, W-Balls.
Bro.
Hopping like a rabbit. When I take the Nina Ross, you know I got to have it. I lay back in the cut, retain myself. Think about the shit and I think it well. How can I make my grip? And how should I make that nigga straight slip? Said trip, gotta get him over his grip as I dip around the corner. Now I'm on another mission, wishing upon a star. Snoop Doggy
in the back of the liminal demo, this is the real. Breaking niggas down, I can let the Holyfield chill. Bruv, so listen, if you wanna understand why Snoop Doggy Dogg is so vital and so important to hip hop culture, how people would put him on a very, very high pedestal, on like the icon level. This album was the reason why. Nobody rapped like him. Nobody delivered bars like him. Nobody flowed like him. Nobody produced and made them turn themselves into the product that he did. With the Doberman dog and this here and everything. Just all of the products, all of like the merch that he put out surrounding Snoop Dogg, the classic timeless songs that will live forever, fam. Like there's songs that your nan knows. Your nan knows who Snoop Doggy Dogg is, fam. Your great nan knows who Snoop Doggy Dogg is. Back in her day, she was shaking her leg to "Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Ain't no fun." Bruv, you never know, fam. But I'm telling you now, this guy is just such an example of how longevity and how important music and everything behind going into that one single or to that one album or in that one video, everything is so important. And you know, and it's not for now, it's forever. And he is a guy that's really, really just had that on lock from the jump. So if you love Snoop, man, and you want to grab some crazy inspiration just on everything about him, his journey, his blueprint, please go listen to Doggy Style, but make sure you're of age, fam, because there's some things in it that one should be listening to, fam. One of young people should be listening to. There's some things in it that you should be listening to, fam. Yeah? Boom! There you have it. Another episode of the B.A.R.S, the best album review show. That was a new one, you know, I might keep that. Big up everybody supporting. Thanks for the love. I appreciate y'all. I've got some new stuff coming out for you guys, man. Some brand new stuff, some brand new music, some brand new music videos, some brand new Minute Madnesses. Of course, we got some brand new colours coming out as well that are out now. GrowingTreasure.com, www.growingtreasure.com to get all your Growing Treasure merch. I'll leave the link down there below. Make sure you go take a look, man, and fill up your cards. Also, big up my brother from another mother. They're slicing, dicing, maneuver, Akuma, Hadouken in. My brother Itachi from the Odd Souls for always hooking a brother up. Working great together. We got big things coming for you lot, so make sure you lot stay locked. Of course, like, comment, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at TubbyBoy Music. Listen, when I tell you big things are going on, just wait. So make sure you follow up and make sure you highlight a brother. So until next time, listen, love, peace, and chicken grease. And go tell your mama, tell your papa, tell your dogs, tell your brethren if they know who I am. Love.